Okay, so today I'm going to look at my 2025 Twitch recap, even though towards the end of the year, the last couple of months, pretty much, I slowly started to stop streaming on Twitch, and then I stopped altogether like the last month or so, because I was trying those iPhone mobile streams, and I figured, even though obviously I could still do that on Twitch, and somewhat I did, I figured, okay, I may as well use that as a chance to segue into YouTube just to try it, because I would always be scrolling through YouTube myself just when I'm watching stuff, and I would see, oh, there's all these little shorts, kind of mobile format streams, right? You would always see those, and I would never see the ones that are actually in full screen, right? So it seems like the YouTube algorithm has like a bias towards the shorts when it's in like vertical resolution. So I was trying that for a little bit, and it was actually pretty good. It was a big difference, and I was even saying I was sort of trashing Twitch a little bit, just in the algorithmic sense that, like, okay, you were getting like all these big algorithmic boosts. Like I would be in there, I'd have one viewer, and then every stream until recently it just stopped. So now I'm thinking about going back to Twitch. I don't know, but I was thinking like I'll do Twitch for gaming stuff, and then I'll do YouTube for like the IRL stuff. Like when I'm driving, I do those Absolutist Philosophy episodes. So I'll do that for YouTube, and I'll do Twitch for like when I'm actually playing games on my computer and stuff. But the point is that it was giving me the algorithmic boost for a while, maybe because I had just started streaming on YouTube, or because I was doing it regularly and then I missed a day and maybe that messes it up. I'm not sure, but it would give you those spikes that Twitch would never do, right? Twitch, I would always have like, okay, I have one viewer and it goes up to 2 or 3, and it's somebody, you know, we know, or like it would be like that. With YouTube, it would go up from 1 to like 30, and then it would promptly drop because, okay, I'm talking about stuff that people don't care about. But that's not besides the point. It would give you those bumps every single stream, right? There'd be some bump. It'd go up to 10, it'd go up to 15, right? So maybe because I couldn't maintain them, they blacklisted me. But that is an interesting comparison. So it seems like YouTube is better, at least in the shorts vertical, even though it did just recently stop doing that. The last several, I haven't gotten those boosts at all. But at the very least, it seems to be better for maybe small channels and small streamers. And again, I'm not bashing Twitch. In fact, the majority of the time that I've ever streamed for many, many years has always been on Twitch. But those sort of bumps and boosts don't really happen as much, right? So it might be more consistent if you're whatever. And then the other part, I'm doing this as more so as a comparison review too, but the point is that the other convenient part is that it auto uploads the videos to YouTube, whereas on Twitch, obviously, yes, it'll save the VOD, you can download it within 2 weeks, whatever, and you can maybe extend that even. I don't know, I've never tried to, like, maybe you can keep it up forever somehow, and you can manually upload stuff. But the point is, I would end up downloading my Twitch VODs and then editing them and uploading them to YouTube anyway, right? Which I still do with those YouTube VODs. Like I'll combine a whole week's worth of those driving streams. But my point is that that's so convenient. Like if I don't feel like doing that, at least they're uploaded in some form and they're on YouTube anyway, which is the go-to, you know, video uploading platform, right? Whereas Twitch, obviously you expect to be the streaming platform, but I'll give YouTube some credit there, right? So now I'm going to vacillate kind of back and forth between the two. You might say multi-stream, but I'm worried that'll cause issues, and how demanding that might be, I'm not sure, but YouTube does have that advantage of, again, maybe the algorithmic boost, which we did see proof of, right? You see also that it's permanently uploaded. All the likes and views on that particular stream remain forever in a more meaningful way. You get subscribers, which contribute to your channel. You might think all that's relevant on Twitch too, but it's not quite as relevant because, right, like you end up taking the videos from Twitch and putting them on YouTube anyway, typically, right? Because that's the site you want the videos to be on. Whereas on Twitch, it's like, okay, they're watching you to live stream. They're not really watching the VODs on there as much. It's not as much of a destination there. So whatever, that's just an interesting comparison. So most of the year I was still on Twitch, right? I forget exactly when I started doing these, the iPhone thing. I did the iPhone unboxing. I got the iPhone 16, right? I was doing this little unboxing mini series of a whole bunch of stuff. One of the things was the iPhone. So then I thought, oh, let me try to do some iPhone streams, some just to try it out, some just to see the apps on there, some just to play games on there, then some to just do like just chatting stuff, some to do IRL stuff with the camera. So what that shows you is that basically it was a good excuse to segue into YouTube. It really has nothing to do with it because you can still do those on Twitch, or you can still do, you know, you can still do the iPhone streams on Twitch, which I did some of them, right? Or I could still do YouTube on PC, but that might be what I decide to do now. And the one downside, I'm sort of reviewing YouTube's comparison, right? YouTube does seem to be better for smaller streamers, right? With that immediate algorithmic boost in engagement. It has the ease of access of just auto uploading those videos without needing to you know, download them from Twitch, edit them, and then upload them to YouTube. Although I always used to say that it's a real pain to get the YouTube VODs to download as well as you can from Twitch, right? Because if you try to auto download them from the YouTube Creator app itself, YouTube Studio, it only downloads them in 720p is the max you can get it in, unless you need some premium or something now, I'm not sure. But typically you could only download it in 720p regardless of what the quality of the video actually was. So if you want it in 1080p, then you need some external downloader, which I use one of those for Twitch anyway, but then at least on Twitch you can download it natively, right? And so there's some kinks in both, but right, that's kind of a weird feature that you can't download its VOD in a YouTube live or a YouTube video in 1080p. Even if it is in 1080, you download in 720, then you have to use something else to download it properly. But the point, I'm sure the same would be true if it's 4K or something. So again, it seems to have those advantages, maybe better for small streamers. Again, algorithmic boost. The one thing that I was also going to say is the fact that what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the encoding. There seems to be like this tiered hierarchy of encoding. You have to use like some workaround. There's all these annoying things. So the encoding on Twitch is substantially better. You can use like 6,000, 8,000 bit rate, and it looks much better. On YouTube, you have to use like 12,000, and it still doesn't look as good. There's something messed up with the encoder on there, and it's kind of like, so then even when I go to download and upload it separately on my, like on my other channel or my main channel or something on YouTube, it doesn't look as good as if I streamed it on Twitch and then downloaded it and then uploaded it to YouTube. So like that, then I'm sacrificing that. Like there's so many considerations. Supposedly what I've looked up with that is like, it's like a hierarchy thing where, oh, if you get more viewers, they give you a better encoder. And if not, you have to use like some workaround to try to get it. So we're in the age where we're getting like special treatment we need like special clout to deserve an encoder, right? Like we're getting a different encoder based on how big of a channel or big of a following we have, which is really ridiculous. But the other thing is the fact that I'm not sure if Twitch maybe does something similar too, but at least my general experience, even the bit rate should show that, right? On YouTube, it's telling me, oh, I need 12,000 bit rate, or that's what people are saying. On Twitch, I have 6,000 or 8,000, so you need substantially less for the same quality or seemingly better quality from my experience. So again, it is tough to decide. But there are a lot of advantages to YouTube, again, just like building your channel in one place instead of saying, okay, I'm going to stream on Twitch and then also upload to YouTube anyway. So then at some point you start to think, why not just do both on the same thing? They both have their kinks. But no, that was a generally good experience because, and I'm still going to continue it. I think that's the right hybrid, right? For the IRL stuff, when I do it on the camera, like when I'm driving, right? Mostly my Absolutist Philosophy series, I'll do it on YouTube, and for gaming stuff, I'll move back to Twitch. And I guess my main dissatisfaction was I don't even care about the algorithmic bumps because those you wouldn't get on Twitch anyway, but it's the encoding issue that I'm surprised is really quite questionable on YouTube for the lives. So let's see, 2025, it's February, but this is my first time seeing this for the year. I kind of forgot about it, and I tried to look at my YouTube recap too, whether that be for like the videos that it would show you like the videos that you watch, or it shows you the videos that you posted, and I'd want kind of a recap of that, or even maybe the lives and stuff that I did again the last couple of months of the year, pretty much switching over to there. But the reality is that it wasn't letting me do it. I tried it on the mobile thing, and I tried it on the you can do like YouTube/recap on a browser, and it didn't work. This year we came together like never before. Stream, hang, and co-create. Let's recap, shall we? So my channel icon is as iconic as ever. I always like that Diablo doing the shosh. Live streamer, community. Like, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand. Wait, what? 2025 and 25 clips. So this, what am I supposed to do? Or is it going to show me clips from my own channel? No, it's showing me other, what? Oh, it means like, okay. No, it should do that for me though. Yeah, they probably don't even have 25 clips. I mean, I always upload stuff to YouTube as clips, but like I don't really make clips on here, right? Because it feels like the VOD experience on here is not very good, so nobody ends up watching them. Hour stream 534, so even at least that's pretty low for me actually by comparison to past years. But like even if you're doing like an hour a day on average, and I try to go every single day, right? That's not bad. 381, which that makes it seem like more than. You must have done at least one every day, but sometimes it crashes, or I do it multiple times in a day, so it wasn't even. Yeah, see, it's even showing me that distinct days streamed only 314. So I did miss a couple days. Even I could use the YouTube thing as an excuse, like, oh, I must have done it on there, but some days I genuinely just didn't do it at all. Total hours watched, like, not not by me, but like of me by other people. The top was still chess, even though I was saying like I'm segueing away from it. Like, I don't know what I even did in the beginning part of the year. I guess I did GTA 5. I did that little mini series. What was I doing in like the middle part? I can't remember. The just chatting was probably towards the end. Top 10% is apparently not a very high bar, because again, I average like it'll probably tell me like 2 to 5 viewers or something a lot of the time is what I'm getting. So we did the 2K26 series, which I'm surprised it's even that high, because even though I did some very long episodes of it, but it came out at the end of the year. So like I really did it that much. Like it was literally from whatever, November into December or something like that, or not even, right? And then I did like a mid-series finale. So it's surprising that that's so high up. We did the little mini-series on GTA 5, which was actually quite good, because when I uploaded those to YouTube, they did pretty well, considering, again, it's such a competitive game. Just chatting would encompass a lot of things, the absolutist philosophy, and possibly other things. I'm trying to remember, like, chess. I did maybe some of the chess up, but I only did a couple episodes. Hearthstone, I did a little bit. Like, I genuinely just don't remember what I even did for much of the rest of the year. I almost want to look at my YouTube to see. Your top stream reached 18 viewers, which is probably somebody hosting me or rating me, I mean. Top tags, English, permanent chess. I mean, English is kind of... 2159 chats received. Top channel emo, which I feel like nobody even uses that, or yeah. 3 raids received, okay. And again, that would probably overlap with the 18 or something. There was that one New World raid, but that was like a year ago or a couple years ago, where I got like 100 viewers from that. But they didn't all stay, obviously. Only 39 new followers, which is actually pretty terrible. That's crazy. Or does that mean that includes if I lost some? Because I don't know, points spent in your channel 2600 actually seems kind of low. Chat badge unlocked 2025. See, my philosophy has been pretty good though. Like what I do is like I don't really care. I do it like it's a let's play. I don't really care if people are there or not. Like I'm going to keep the commentary going. I'm going to keep it interesting for myself. So I'm not doing it for that reason, right? Not that I wouldn't mind, you know, whatever, support and attention, but like you're not doing it for that, because some people might have that attitude like, oh, nobody's there, so why even bother talking? You just play in silence and wait for somebody to come and then talk to them and rely on them. But it's kind of a good philosophy. No, you're doing it for the sake of doing it, and then okay, I'll upload it later or whatever. You're just doing it as a running commentary, period, for the sake of it. It doesn't matter, right? Whether people, if you build it, they will come, kind of a thing. Total hours watched, chats received. Top 10% makes it seem like a good thing, but that shows you how low the bar is, because either like the amount that I did it, or either my viewership in there, which again doesn't even make a whole lot of sense, because you're averaging 2 or 3 viewers and it's somehow you know, that's somehow top 10%.